rain. Oh, I'm not going to get this finished today.
Life goes on, the stars we know are gone. In this lonely place, I still see your face. I go.
Good morning, everybody. I am heading out to the garden to finally show you my completed garden mural. It's finally done. We had some gorgeous weather over the last few days, and I spent most of my day out here at the bunkie finishing my garden mural. Oh, I just walked right through a cobweb. It started with just some inspiration from the first mural that I painted on this bunkie, which is my koi mural over here on this side. So this represents the koi in our pond. We call our large koi that looks kind of like this one, Ramona. And if you haven't met Ramona before, she's in many of my other videos, and she lives out here in our pond with a couple of other koi fish that we have. Oh, there's Ramona. Let's say good morning to Ramona. Good morning, Ramona. Did you hear us talking about you?
On the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope.
Okay, back to the garden mural painting. So, inspired by my koi mural on this side of the bunkie, I decided to utilize the back of the bunkie, which you see from my garden, which is pretty much done. We are now into fall, and you can see my cucumbers are finished, my melons. Really didn't do a whole lot. But when you're standing in the garden, looking towards the bunkie, this is what you see.
I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes.
So I decided to paint a mural that represents the garden, artist in a garden, and inspired by flowers, a tomato and a bee with some honeycomb. I drew up a painting, or drew up a drawing, and created it onto the mural. So let me show you how it turned out.
Hello, Ramona. I mistook you for a dream.
It's done. It's finally finished. We finally had some nice weather over the last couple of days, and I was able to get it finished. I've added in my writing, artist in a garden. I debated whether or not to put this on, but I think it definitely kind of finishes off the whole look that I was going for with this mural. So I've been working on it. It's just painted with your exterior latex paints. And I've started this about probably 2 months ago. I originally started this mural, and I finally have it finished. A little secret to everyone, I've been away on holidays for the last couple of weeks. And my other channel, Artist on a Harley, we've been out riding our motorcycles. So if you want to check out what I've been up to the last few weeks, go watch some videos over there of our motorcycle rides. But coming home now, and we finished our ride on our motorcycles, and I finished the mural. We had some great weather, and got it done. So some of the paints that I used on this mural are just your exterior latex paints. I matched the color of blue that I used on the koi mural, the koi painting. So I just matched the paint that I had over there, which is a paint chip from my local hardware store, and picked out some exterior latex paint and got it mixed up. I can't really tell you the name of the paint because it's all it's all washed off in the rain. But this is the blue, and these are just quart size, so 857 mil size. Most of this has been used up because it was my background color. So that's the blue that I use, and I also pick up some of these color sample size paint cans for some of the, the reds and the orange and the brown that you're not really going to use a lot of color with. I'll grab a few of these exterior latex paints and mix those in, as well as paints from my studio. So I have another YouTube channel, Artist in a Studio, which I will be working on the watercolor version of this mural. So I'm currently getting set up to start that painting. It's already been drawn out, which I drew out originally to do this mural with. And I will be finishing that painting in my studio in watercolor. So when it's ready, I'll link that video on that channel here as well. But I also paint in acrylic on canvas. And I just grabbed some of those paints from my studio. These are just beginner level acrylic paints. And this is the purple magenta color, which is a really hard color to mix. So I used it mostly in the flower. So the flower on this mural is a hollyhock. It kind of turned out more like a hibiscus. It's whatever flower you want it to be. In the watercolor painting that I am working on, it's definitely a hollyhock, and I'm working on it. It's got a lot more detail in it, but once that video is posted, I will link it for you guys to see as well. And just some other acrylic paints. Mostly exterior. Some of them are just my canvas paints from my studio, and create what I can out here on, this is a wood surface, obviously exterior outside. I will seal it with just a clear coat once it dries out. We're gonna need a few more sunny days to get this nice and dry before I put a seal on it. Brushes I'm using, these are just dollar store brushes. And if they get left out in the rain, which they have, they're not a big loss. They're kind of a disposable brush. I really like working with the long handled brushes, and dollar store. So they're just dollar store brushes. The pack that you get the kids to paint their art supplies with, that's what I'm using out here. Just dollar store brushes and just some primer brushes. This is just a 1-inch. That kind of got dried out, but they just they're just disposable for me, and I get rid of those and start over fresh with some new brushes when I start a new painting, which will probably be the other side of the bunkie next year. We'll see. I'm just happy right now to have this mural finally finished. I love the way that it turned out. The bee with the flower and some honeycomb as the background. Artist in a garden for the backdrop of my garden. I'm looking forward to having that in my videos and my garden for the next season. And of course the little tomato down at the bottom. The bee. We need a name for the bee. The koi on the other side is Ramona, after our koi in the pond named Ramona. What should we name the bee? If you have any ideas for a name for my bee, leave a comment below. My name is Bonnie. This is Artist in a Garden. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Honestly, don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly, don't. I should be the last to know.